Hi YouTube, I got a new phone from Fastcardtech. It's called the HDC Galaxy S3 i9300 XLTE, also known as the Star B92M phone. When you order it, it comes with a 5-volt wall charger, a European plug adapter, a micro USB data/charging cable, a spare battery, a car charger, earphones, a phone case, a screen protector, a protective clip-on back cover, and last but not least, some Chinese instruction manuals. This phone has a 4.7-inch capacitive 5-point multi-touch screen with a 1280 by 720 pixel resolution, and as far as I can tell, this has an IPS screen because it has really a fantastic viewing angle. It has the MT6577 CPU inside, which is a dual-core CPU, and it's clocked at approximately 1 GHz. It has 512 MB RAM, approximately 2.1 GB of internal memory available, and it also supports TF cards up to whatever. It runs on Android 404 iScreen Sandwich. It is a Quadband, of course it is totally unlocked, and it supports 3G/UMTS in one of the SIM slots. It has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, a GPS, a proximity sensor, a light sensor, and it even has a magnetic field sensor, so you can use it as a compass, which is very convenient if you do geocaching and stuff like that. It has 2 cameras, one main camera with autofocus, an LED flashlight, and a 12 megapixel output, and one front-facing camera with a 3 megapixel output. But I seriously doubt that those megapixels are real. And most importantly, of course, this phone is a dual SIM, dual standby phone, so you can operate it with 2 SIM cards. Let's take a quick look at the device. You have your front-facing camera, your proximity and your light sensor right there. On the bottom, all you can find is a microphone. On the left you find your micro USB port right there, and I don't know if you can tell this, but this phone is actually very thin. It is thinner than an iPhone 4S. On the top you have a 3.5mm headphone jack and your power button. On the right side you'll find the volume up-down rocker. On the back you have your main camera, your LED flash, and some speakers. As always, I installed additional apps and games, and I also installed the SPB Shell 3D launcher, which you can see right now, but it is not included when you order the phone. Please rate, please comment, please subscribe, and have fun watching!